The long-awaited news has finally been announced. Adrian Newey has officially joined Aston Martin. This partnership is expected to completely change the future of the sport. Aston Martin, once not considered a major force, is now in a position to compete at a level they never imagined just a few years ago. Hopeful from 2026, Honda will be providing engines exclusively to Aston Martin under the new rules, and Newey will play a big role in shaping the team's engineering plans. His arrival is stirring excitement about how much the team can achieve. Now, the big question is, can Aston Martin owner Lawrence Stroll finally see his dream of winning races and championships come true with Newey on board? And if so, will this success come at the expense of his son, Lance Stroll? Skeptical. It's hard to believe, but just a few months ago, no one would have imagined Newey joining Aston Martin. Many thought he would choose a team with a long history, like Ferrari, but Aston Martin had some secret advantages that helped them persuade the brilliant engineer to sign the deal. One of the reasons Adrian Newey chose Aston Martin is its location. The team's base is very close to his home, meaning he won't have to change his lifestyle at the age of 65. Relieved this was something that made him uninterested in joining Ferrari, as moving far away didn't appeal to him. Another reason is that Aston Martin is offering him a more hands-on role, something Ferrari wasn't willing to give him. Ferrari already had trust in their current engineering team and didn't want to make major changes. When asked about this important move, Lawrence Stroll, the owner of Aston Martin, said it's the most exciting moment in the team's history, and also for Formula One. Determined Adrian Newey is not only joining as a technical leader but also as a shareholder. The moment Newey became available, Aston Martin knew they had to seize the chance. Stroll confirmed that both sides shared the same desire to work together in what could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Some thought that Newey would prefer a more relaxed role at this stage in his career, simply giving advice to teams rather than being deeply involved. But now, it's clear that Newey believes in constantly exercising his brain, much like a muscle. Motivated at 65, he's not ready to stop designing cars just yet. Red Bull had started moving him to a less active role, focusing on the RB17 hypercar project. This might have been a mistake on their part because Red Bull lost Newey's expertise when they needed him most. The last car Newey fully designed was the RB18, and while Red Bull's RB19 was dominant, many believe the team's newer engineers weren't fully ready to take over. The RB20, developed without much input from Newey, faced challenges. Appreciative, this suggests that Newey's leadership and vision were more critical to Red Bull's success than initially thought. Aston Martin, however, is ready to fully embrace Newey's ideas and leadership as they look to the future. Another aspect that's creating a lot of buzz is Newey's rumored salary at Aston Martin. While the exact numbers are confidential, it's believed he could be earning around $30 million per year over a 5-year period. This would include a base salary of $20 million, with the possibility of reaching $30 million through bonuses. Cautious whether or not these figures are accurate, time will tell, but it's clear that Aston Martin is investing heavily in Newey. More importantly, Newey will have a significant role in shaping the 2026 Aston Martin car. He is expected to begin his work in early 2025, which means the 2026 car will bear his design. While next year's car may not be a major leap forward, Newey is likely to offer some quick improvements to help Aston Martin compete for podium finishes and higher placements in the coming season. Hopeful this could be the turning point the team needs to become serious contenders. Lawrence Stroll has also agreed to reward Adrian Newey, with many bonuses based on specific goals being met. Although money wasn't the main reason Newey joined Aston Martin, it certainly played a part. Another key factor that convinced Newey to sign on is the top-notch technology available at Aston Martin. Lawrence gave Newey a private tour of their facilities, showing him that they have all the tools necessary to build a championship-winning car. The upcoming 2026 regulations will also offer new opportunities, with changes to the engine, battery power, and aerodynamics. One major change will be the removal of the DRS system, which allows for easier overtakes. In this new era, cars with better airflow will have a real advantage on the track, making the design even more critical. Nostalgic, this shift reminds many of the close battles seen back in the 2010 era, where smart design made all the difference. However, it's important to note that Adrian Newey alone won't solve all of Aston Martin's current issues. Two-time world champion Fernando Alonso mentioned that fixing the problems at Aston Martin isn't just a one-person job. Thoughtful, he emphasized that the team needs to understand what is working well and what isn't. Preparing for a better 2025 season will require teamwork and focus. Alonso pointed out that teams like McLaren improved dramatically in just a few months, going from last place to podium finishes. This shows that with the right approach and effort, Aston Martin can also turn things around. Alonso believes they still have time to react and adapt. Despite these challenges, Newey's presence in the team brings hope for better performance. But it's not just about Newey. The team has also brought in top engineers like Andy Cowell and Enrico Cardile from Mercedes and Ferrari. This combination of talent could create a powerful engineering team that drives Aston Martin to success. While Newey's expertise will be crucial, we must also consider the situation with Lance Stroll, Lawrence Stroll's son and one of the team's drivers. Currently, Lance's position is somewhat comfortable, thanks to his father being the owner. However, this comfort might not last. Intense, with many talented drivers now eyeing the Aston Martin seat, Lance could face intense pressure to perform. The arrival of Newey and the other top engineers means that the expectations for the drivers will rise significantly. Lawrence Stroll is not planning to stop here. He has his eyes set on high-profile targets, including Max Verstappen. The Dutch driver has expressed dissatisfaction with the recent development of Red Bull's car. After failing to win a race in the last 6 events, he and his father, Jos, are likely feeling frustrated. Resilient Verstappen has been vocal about his concerns, especially since he has managed to win races even when the car wasn't at its best. The recent struggles of both him and teammate Sergio Perez have made the situation at Red Bull uncertain. This uncertainty at Red Bull might open a door for Newey to discuss the future with Max Verstappen regarding a potential move to Aston Martin. If Aston Martin can establish itself as a competitive team, it could become a desirable destination for top drivers like Verstappen. Strategic Aston Martin's relationship with Honda is also a key factor. Honda has shown they can be a strong competitor when collaborating with Red Bull, and their experience could greatly benefit Aston Martin. Aston Martin is preparing to make a serious push for success, and Newey could be the missing piece in this puzzle. His presence brings not only technical expertise but also a winning mindset. If he can create a work environment that fosters innovation and high performance, it could crush the hopes of other teams vying for championships. Many fans are excited to see how this new chapter unfolds. As we look ahead, the upcoming seasons in Formula One will be crucial for Aston Martin. With Adrian Newey at the helm, fans and analysts alike are eager to see how the team's performance will improve. Optimistic, Newey's experience in designing championship-winning cars could be a game-changer for Aston Martin. The collaboration between the skilled engineers and the drivers will be vital to transforming the team's fortunes. Newey's leadership style and his ability to motivate and inspire his team will play a key role in this transformation. The pressure is on for the drivers, especially Lance Stroll, to step up their game. With new talent possibly eyeing his seat, Lance must deliver impressive performances to secure his position. Cautious, the 2026 regulations will also bring fresh challenges and opportunities, and the teams that adapt quickest will have the upper hand. In conclusion, the announcement of Adrian Newey joining Aston Martin marks a pivotal moment in the world of Formula One. Hopeful, this partnership has the potential to reshape not only the future of Aston Martin but the entire sport as well. With Newey's experience and innovative ideas, the team is poised for a significant turnaround. The combination of cutting-edge technology, a strong engineering team, and a motivated,